Hello everyone, welcome to the very first video on my new YouTube channel. Alright, as you can see, I am Mike Francis from Mike Francis Marketing, and this is my story. So basically, I'm going to be documenting my journey in creating an online business. So let me just run through this slideshow for you that I prepared, or a presentation that I prepared. I'm going to make it very brief, but I just wanted to put everything out there in the open and hopefully to give you a little bit of background about who I am, what I'm doing, and why I'm doing it. So the first thing I need you to know is that I'm not a full-time internet marketer yet. That is the goal. I'm not going to be one of these guys who lies to you and pretends that I'm a super successful guy making millions of dollars online every month when I'm not. So I feel like there's a lot of that out there. I'm not going to fake it until I make it. Everything I tell you will be on the up and up. It'll be try to be a straight shooter, and there's not going to be any BS here. So a little bit about my past. I grew up on a dairy farm. I wouldn't say we were poor growing up. In fact, we did pretty well at that time. The price of milk was pretty good for the farmers. So I was able to do a lot of fun things as a kid and everything, but and we certainly weren't rich, but we were far from being considered poor, I guess. We were pretty middle class, I think. But it did give me a limiting belief about money and what I'm able to achieve and what I deserve, I think. That I'm still working on that even now. I didn't even know that was a thing back then, obviously, but now I understand that I think too small in terms of what I'm able to achieve or what I deserve to achieve. But I'm working on that, and some future videos will definitely cover that topic and those kinds of things. I'm 46 years old, I'm married, I have 2 kids and 2 dogs. I'm sure if you follow me and I make enough videos, eventually you'll see all of those people and animals in various parts of my videos. In my day job, obviously I'm not a full-time internet marketer, so I have a day job. I'm an accountant and a tax preparer, bookkeeper, but ever since I started, I never really loved doing accounting and helping people with their books and stuff like that. It doesn't give me a real sense of fulfillment, and I've always kind of looked to get out of it into something else. And I really don't like being tied to a schedule or a routine, having to work 9 to 5 or whatever the schedule may be, and having to report into the office every day. I know it sounds kind of silly and like I'm a whining millennial type person, but I just hate it, and I crave freedom. I want, when I was on the dairy farm, my parents worked for themselves. They made their own schedule. They did whatever they wanted to, when they wanted to, within the confines of what they had to do for work on the farm. So I kind of had that ingrained in me at an early age, to not play by anyone else's rules. So unfortunately I haven't been doing that, but that's what I'm working towards. I guess I first got involved in the world of making money online or internet marketing in 2008. I have a very specific memory, even though it's very vague. I was up late one night watching TV, and I saw there was an infomercial that came on, and it was these guys saying how they were one of those internet guys, and they drove the fancy cars into their big fancy house, which I now know probably the cars probably they didn't probably own those cars or that house. They probably just rented them to shoot this video with. But I'd never really thought about the ability to make money online before, but that's what started me on the whole thing. So I started doing some research online, and I found all this information out there about people wanting to teach you how to make money online. So I bought my first training product. I remember it very well. It's called Profit Praxis. And I have the email here that I saved from my Gmail account. And it's from a guy named Tim Godfrey, and you can see I bought it on May 16th, 2008. It was 10:21 p.m. And my life has never been the same since then. Here's an image of what the product looked like. The page is no longer there. 10 years later, the product is long gone. He's moved on, hopefully to bigger and better things. But it did teach me some of the basic things: how to set up a sales page, how to set up an email marketing system, and how to link everything together. And probably the worst thing that could have possibly happened when I did all this. I actually made a sale based on everything I was putting together on this training. So right from there, I was hooked. There was no stopping me after that. Once I learned that you could do this stuff and you could actually make money at it, I just went crazy. I started learning as much as I possibly could. I was obsessed with it. Unfortunately, what I did was I started to buy more and more training courses. I just loved learning about this stuff. But what I didn't do is take what I learned and actually put it into practice. I was just learning for the sake of learning because I love just learning new things. And what I've since found I like learning new things, and I like teaching things to other people. So that's going to be part of what I'm doing here on this YouTube channel, is taking everything I've learned and the new things that I'm going to be learning and passing it on to you, because I just enjoy teaching. I've had varying degrees of success with different business models. Probably the thing I made the most money at was affiliate marketing through eBay. You can direct people to eBay, and if they buy something after clicking on your link, you'll get a commission from them. Excuse me. I used this software called Bands. It was B-A-N-S, Build a Niche Store. And it allowed you to create websites with links to eBay really quickly. And you would actually, like I would have a site about vintage license plates, for example. And you could have, the software would help you automatically create a page where it shows all of the listings under vintage license plates. And when people clicked through, people would find the page just based on natural SEO, because you were using a long tail niche term like vintage license plates. I would think if someone's looking up that search phrase, they're actually looking to buy some vintage license plates. So they would click through, buy something on eBay, and I would get a commission. I was making a few $100s a month pretty regularly at that, and I was making more and more sites. I think I made, close to $1,000 a month at its peak. But then one day, Google made an update to their algorithm, and all my sites were gone. My traffic, was going up and up and up, and then on that day, it just dropped off completely. I still continue to get a few visitors from Bing and Yahoo, but it was almost nothing compared to what it was. I was making like $10 a month now, in comparison to the hundreds. So that was a big blow to my my momentum. And through taking all these different courses, I've learned a little bit of everything. How to make sales pages, lead capture pages, email marketing, Facebook ads, e-commerce using Shopify, blogging, of course. That was very early on. I learned a lot about how to work with WordPress, which was good. WSOs on the Warrior Forum, if anyone's familiar with that. I learned how to, I definitely learned how to buy WSOs from other people, but I took a few different courses on how to create your own WSOs. Of course, I never actually did that. How to make review videos, do email marketing. I think I have that on the list twice, etc., etc. A little bit of everything. But as I said before, I never really applied and focused on one thing and followed it all the way through. I had the worst case of shiny object syndrome that anyone, I think, has ever had. Since I started in 2008, it's now 2018, and I still have not built a successful business. I did manage, however, to build up a $30,000 credit card bill, which I'm still paying off. That kind of stings, but it is what it is. In fact, about a little over a year ago, I gave it up completely. I said, enough is enough. I've racked up this huge debt. I'm not going to do anymore. But now a year later, I crept back into it slowly, checking out who the major players are nowadays compared to back then. And I've got bitten by the online marketing bug, and I can't get rid of it. I love it. It's the one thing. It's the one hobby that I've maintained to get enjoyment out of for the past 10 years. So I just can't get rid of it. I love it. So I'm rededicating myself to it. And my current goal is to build an online business, the right way that will eventually replace my full-time income. And what I want to do is, my kids are getting old enough now, they're 9 and 11. They'll be old enough soon where they can actually join me in the business, and I can teach them how to do some of these things. And show them what's possible, what they can accomplish on their own. They don't have to necessarily go to work for someone else if they don't want to. And I'm going to document my entire journey here on this YouTube channel. So I want to share my journey every step of the way with you guys. One, I want to inspire other people. Hopefully I'm going to be having some successes along the way, and that will inspire others to get started. And I'm going to use you, the audience, to hold myself accountable, so I don't slack off or jump from one thing to the next or goof off like I did before. Because I'm putting this out there in the public eye, I hope to follow the right course. I'm going to follow one course and see it through. No distractions, no shiny object syndrome. So the training course I'm going to be following, first of all, is something called Super Affiliate Network. And you might ask, well, okay, why did you choose that? Well, it came highly recommended by someone who I consider my mentor. I'm not going to name his name at the moment, but I trust his judgment. As part of that process, as part of that program, you get assigned a personal coach. I like that idea. Somebody else to hold me accountable, and I'll have kind of a one-on-one coaching scenario. I don't think it's exactly that, but and they're working hard to stay within the FTC guidelines, which I appreciate. I know if you follow the online marketing space at all, a few weeks ago, MOBE got shut down, MOBE. I think it was My Online Business Empire is what I think it stood for, or My Online Business, I don't know, something like that. But they got shut down by the FTC for, I don't know exactly what the charges were, but basically people thought they were acting as a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. And Super Affiliate Network, according to everything I've heard from my mentor and what I've read, isn't exactly that same kind of thing. So I'm inviting you to join me in my journey. If you like the sounds of this, if this is something you think you could enjoy, please subscribe to the channel. If you could hit the like button on this video, that will definitely help my channel out in the rankings. And leave a comment. Comments are always appreciated. I'm going to try. I can't promise you I'm going to respond to everyone, but I will certainly read everyone. Check out the description below the video for any links. If you do want to join the Super Affiliate Network and follow along, I can kind of act as your coach, because I'll be a few steps ahead of you. And I do have 10 years, even though I've never really had a great success story, I do have 10 years of learning internet marketing stuff, basic concepts, how to use different software. So that stuff, the technical parts aren't going to challenge me at all. I've built dozens and dozens of WordPress sites. I've used ClickFunnels before. I've used Aweber. I've used GetResponse, email systems. I've done it all. I've run Facebook ads. I've run a Shopify store. Like I said, I just never followed anything through long enough to really make it successful. So I think I'm going to progress through this quite quickly, but I'm still going to document every step of the way on this channel for you guys. So if you do want to join me, sign up with the link below. If not, that's fine too. There will be other videos on this channel not directly related to Super Affiliate Network. And last but not least, I want to thank you for watching. Hopefully I haven't bored you to death. Check back soon. I hope to post 2 to 3 videos a week, recording my progress, filling you in, summarizing what I've learned in Super Affiliate Network and passing that information on to you. All right, thanks for watching. I am Mike Francis, and have a great day.